Hi Comet Nation, this is Superintendent Mike Molnar, and with me today for our Comet Connect video is Theater Director Jennifer Ludwig and seniors Maren Rhodes and Owen Davis. So we just had a performance this past weekend. It was All My Sons. Maren, can you tell us about the play itself and what was it about?
Yeah. So All My Sons is a Arthur Miller play. Arthur Miller, he's done a very famous playwright. He's done The Crucible, Death of the Salesman, very, very popular plays. It is he's a post-war playwright. The show takes place after World War II, and it talks a lot about family loyalty and social responsibility and what happens when you choose one or the other rather than taking in both and allowing that to be part of your life, and how important family can be, as well as your connections with other people outside of your family.
It's a glimpse of the family and what happens when the father, the patriarch, chooses profit over people. And
Yeah, fascinating.
It was definitely a tragedy.
Yeah. But you had actually a cool opportunity of, Jennifer, you brought some veterans in to speak with everyone to get more experience understanding what that was like.
Absolutely.
Owen, what was that experience like talking to some veterans, and how did that help you with the characters?
Yeah,
about that.
So I played a veteran in the show, and one of the biggest things he talked about was camaraderie and survivor's guilt. And they both factor in together, because survivor's guilt is when you're in the war and you experience something that when you come home, nobody else will understand what that is. And it's like, why did I survive instead of him? So then you and your fellow veterans have this certain bond that nobody else understands. So that's where that camaraderie comes between the veterans, which I interact with a veteran on stage, well, another acted veteran on stage. And that changed the way I played it, because we both shared that experience that nobody else would understand.
Yeah, what a cool experience. That was awesome. Jennifer, talk a little bit about, you're part of an organization that's involved in the state and supporting theater throughout the state of Ohio.
Yes.
And recently you had an experience with these two down there. Can you talk about that? What was going on and what happened?
Sure. So I'm a part of the Ohio EDTA. So it just means Educational Theater Association. It's the Ohio chapter. It's a national organization. It promotes the International Thespian Society. So Thespis was an actor in the Greek times, and so we call actors thespians. And so we have this system where students can be inducted into the International Thespian Society. We have plenty of thespians here at the school, but we had the Ohio Thest Fest, the Fall Thest Fest. It's kind of a tongue twister. And it allowed students to do college unifieds, which were basically auditions in front of 30 different schools, colleges and universities that promote BFA program or BA programs in the arts, and a couple of conservatories as well. And then we had a competition we called the Thespies, which is kind of, it's a competition amongst all of the students in Ohio, but it's also great because it's constructive criticism, so it's almost a competition for yourself, so you know how you're doing and how you can improve your performance. And then we also had the All Ohio show auditions, and kids from all over the state participate in this audition and are cast. And I'm on that committee specifically, the All Ohio Show Committee, as well as scholarship grants and things like that, awards. That'll come in later for our spring conference. But Maren and Owen both auditioned for the All Ohio Show, and I was sitting in auditions, and of course I can't say anything, I have no pull or anything like that, but I just sit and watch and I help, because we hire the director. He's actually Eugene Sumlin from Cleveland Playhouse. Wow. So we're not joking. We bring in the big guys, to audition our students, to produce a whole play at the state conference. And Maren and Owen are the leads. They are the leads of the All Ohio show. I get goosebumps just saying it now, because watching them participate in the auditions, watching the callback auditions, I couldn't have been more proud. I just sat there and could not have been more proud to see these students excel at what they love to do.
Absolutely. Congratulations to both of you. I mean, that's just so awesome, and it must have been just an awesome experience just being there and seeing it happen. And
well, I'm part of their training and their journey as performers. I mean, and I think I was telling you this before, a lot of students that participate in theater don't go into it as a career. Right. I mean, it's a hobby, it's something that we enjoy doing together, but they go off to college and they choose business, or whatever they choose. And I'm fully supportive of those decisions, believe me. But it's really unique when two students are both, looking at colleges and auditioning a lot for different programs. And it's just a unique experience to have the best of the best in the state at this school, both of them.
So awesome. Congratulations again to both of you. Real quick,
Yes.
so you're both seniors. Do you know what you're doing next year? What are your plans for the future after you graduate? Maren, what about you?
So I have applied academically to about 30 schools. BFA programs are extremely selective, and so some of them have a lower acceptance rate than the Ivy Leagues when it comes down to it. So we tried to cast a wide net, some conservatories, a lot of BFA programs, some liberal arts, conservatory style conservatories, just a lot of different types of programs. And I have received, I think at this point in time, so November, I've 5 artistic offers, and I have, of my top 12, I have an audition for all of them.
Congratulations.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to hearing more about that.
Musical
Musical theater, definitely musical
Musical
This is-
theater.
yes, for sure. Maren actually performed a thespian, a competition piece, and I think there's a dozen or so students that received double superiors, which means both of the adjudicators gave superior ratings.
Right.
We have seen the ratings because they sent them to me and then I shared them with Maren. So Maren actually received double superiors and will perform at state. And I believe that's an invitation to go to internationals, which is in the summertime. So that's another thing that she's also been able to accomplish, which is amazing.
I know,
It's
it's
really
great. It
good
makes us so proud that you're a Comet. Well, what about you? Where are you headed possibly? Do you know what you're doing next year?
I've applied to many colleges. I've gotten accepted artistically and academically into multiple ones. I'm not going to musical theater though. I can't sing, but I'm going to be an actor, hopefully, someday.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I'm hoping to get into a college that's closer to the West Coast because that's where Hollywood is,
Right.
where most of the action happens.
For film,
Good.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
I've
luck.
got accepted academically and artistically in the Arizona State and University of Arizona, but I'm hoping to get in California.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
USC is a good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
that's the
schools
best.
out there,
Yeah,
right?
really
And real quick, as
Yes.
we wrap this up,
Yes.
what's happening in the spring? Give us a sneak peek. or-
Absolutely. So February, we're looking at doing like an open mic fundraiser night where we're gonna have a piano and food and fun, and so that'll be a great time. But we are doing Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, and it's not the old style fairy tale. It's a little bit more modern, and it's a lot of fun. So we're excited to bring that for our spring musical this year.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. And thank you, Combination, for joining us as well. And we will see everyone in the spring.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
All right,
you so
thank you.
much.